Hey guys, Godzilla851 back with our Godzilla retrospective. Sorry I've been off for a little bit. I had a bit of a sinus infection, so I sound really funny and really sick. I still sound a little funny, but I put this video off long enough. And we are going to go into our next film in the Millennium series, Godzilla vs. Megaguirus. Godzilla vs. Megaguirus. This is a polarizing film. There are fans who like it, and there are a lot of fans who really don't like this film. We'll get into that later as we go into Godzilla vs. Megaguirus. Our film opens up back in 1954 when Godzilla attacks Tokyo for the first time. But this time, he's not the Godzilla that we know. See, this is what it looked like back in Godzilla. This is what they reenact for Godzilla vs. Megaguirus. Yes, they are making it like this Godzilla is the Godzilla all along. So, in essence, making this more of a reboot. Because in this film, they don't bring up Orga or Millennians or any of that at all. So we have another reboot. Godzilla leaves. They don't make any discussion about the oxygen destroyer. They're leaving that out. And they start talking about new ways to build energy for Japan. Godzilla returns. And it starts destroying again. So they start thinking again, we gotta think of something better. So they come up with this stuff called plasma energy. Well, back up. They make plasma energy that brings back Godzilla. Then they start coming up with newer ideas. Godzilla comes back once more. This time, they send out commandos, headed by, a team of specialists, and our main character of the film. What do they bring? Well, they have rocket launchers. They're thinking they're going to go all Earth Defense Force on Godzilla. Troops, aircraft, rockets, all been used before. What makes you think it's going to be any different? Well, they try, they make some good shots, but Godzilla ends up killing all of them, except for our main character and a few straggling soldiers. So newer ideas need to be thought of. A few years go by, and they start bringing in scientists, and they start bringing in other outside help, including this female. And she makes the want of this one guy that she knows that knows how to make small machines to help create this new weapon they want to do. So everyone comes together at this place called the G-Grasper section. And they start, working on this new weapon. What are they working on? Dimension Tide. What is Dimension Tide? Well, in short, it's a black hole gun. Yes, they are going to use a black hole on Godzilla. Okay, that's definitely new. So, they begin building this thing. The prototype is finished a few months later, and they fire it out in this field, this abandoned field. And looking on is this young boy, though. The Dimension Tide fires, and a wormhole is left over. The kid is, talked to by our main hero of the film, and the kid goes off, and whatever. The wormhole goes away. Later that night, the kid is just too curious. He goes back to where the area was. He's searching around. He sees this massive dragonfly come and then go into the wormhole. In its wake, it leaves this. Yes, it leaves an egg. The kid takes the egg and he moves back to the city with his mother, bringing the egg along. However, this egg is all mucusy, kind of like my nose, leaking all over the place. So he throws it away. Well, couldn't get it away with the trash, so he threw it in the sewer. Throws it into the sewer, and the egg starts to absorb water and starts releasing smaller eggs, which birth these things. Yes, Megaguirus made their first appearance in the film Rodan. This time a lot more different. Actually, first acting as H.R. Geiger aliens and actually killing people. Yes, you see people actually being killed in this film by these creatures. Meanwhile, out at sea, they get reports that Godzilla has been sighted. And they don't know what to do to head him off when he's out at sea. So they actually launch Dimension Tide out into space, and they're going to attack Godzilla from space, from a satellite. Okay? As they try to take care of the Megaguirus, Japan starts to flood. Well, Tokyo starts to flood. And things are, getting a little hairy because all the streets are now underwater. Okay? Meanwhile, Godzilla's out at sea, and the G-Graspers go out to look. They can't find him, but they do find a carcass of a Megaguirus. They're looking at pieces when Godzilla begins to rise, knocking our hero from her raft. What's she gonna do out at sea? She actually gets on Godzilla and begins riding him. No, not like that, like this. And she plants a transmitter on Godzilla, and they drop a smaller little search shuttle from their main flying ship, and it follows Godzilla to this small island. And they're like, oh, this is perfect. We can fire the Dimension Tide while he's on this island. It's uninhabited. So Godzilla goes to this island. They actually drive him towards the island with, missiles and stuff. So Godzilla actually, getting off a couple of great blasts with his atomic breath. His dorsal plate's actually turning more of a white color this movie rather than orange to show that his heat beam is actually getting a lot stronger, a lot hotter. But this brings the attention of the Megaguirus. See, the Japanese government sends out the military to take care of the eggs that are deep underwater. However, they all hatched, and they all become flying. And they all go to this island, and we have a huge battle sequence with Godzilla and these Megaguirus. Godzilla taking out several of them, but the rest of them acting as mosquitoes or ticks or whatever, absorbing Godzilla's energy. Dimension Tide is finally fired. They can't get a lock on Godzilla because of the Megaguirus, and they missed, knocking out Godzilla for a little bit so the Megaguirus can escape. Godzilla chasing them back to Tokyo. Meanwhile, at Tokyo, the Megaguirus, they go underwater and they begin feeding their power into this massive cocoon in the shape of a giant bug. Okay, nightfall, and our scientist from earlier comes to take care of, some broken equipment. When the earth begins to shake, the water begins to foam, and out comes her. Yes, the queen of the Meganulon, Megaguirus. And she begins wreaking havoc throughout the city, causing, damage to our younger scientist. Godzilla coming to Tokyo. They're trying to get rid of him. The G-Graspers try to get rid of Godzilla. However, he's not there to play. He's there to fight. And he begins battling with Megaguirus. And it's a good fight. She's fast. Godzilla can't get a beat on her. Trying to attack her with atomic breath is pretty much impossible. She's how fast she is. Megaguirus smacking Godzilla around, making sure that he can't get a hold of her. He tries to breathe fire again, and she actually stabs him in the nether regions to draw power. And then knocking a building on top of Godzilla then, and just this battle, it's something to behold. The miniatures, the way how the fight is actually set up, and it starts bringing some Showa moments back together with the way how Godzilla's reacting, the way how just everything's moving. Megaguirus actually smiling during the fight. Okay. And Megaguirus shows this other power that she has. The power that she absorbed from Godzilla actually transforms it into a massive blast, hitting Godzilla with his own attack. Things seem, in trouble for Godzilla because Megaguirus is too fast, but Godzilla actually stabs her into the ground, and then he does this. Very silly, but still entertaining. Megaguirus, however, is able to recover. She keeps beating the crap out of Godzilla. Godzilla's removing parts of her body, some of her claws. And things seem to be in Megaguirus' hands, because she's really knocking Godzilla around. She goes to stab him in the face with her stinger, but Godzilla actually does this. Megaguirus is hurt, and then Godzilla is able to finally hit her with his atomic breath. And ends the fight. Godzilla the winner. Godzilla continues stomping through the city looking for plasma energy, but they make like this big conspiracy in the film that they got rid of plasma energy, but they're still developing it. Godzilla's destroying the city, as we had this big thrilling conclusion where Dimension Tide can't fire on Godzilla because it's falling from the atmosphere, it's burning up. So our main female hero, she uses, her ship, locks it onto Godzilla, giving a target for what the falling Dimension Tide. They get off a shot, and yep, this happens. Godzilla is seemingly defeated. Yes, they seemingly kill Godzilla in this film with his black hole gun, the Dimension Tide. Things begin going back to normal. Everyone is, nice and happy. The G-Grasper section is still up, even though they killed Godzilla. And that's our film, Godzilla vs. Megaguirus. Now, stay tuned after the credits, because this is one of the first movies that I got on DVD that I realized that there's after credits features, where our young kid from earlier in the film is actually going back to school and is in his science class, putting some things away. The building begins to shake. The kid turns and looks at the camera, freeze frame, and we hear this. yes, I guess they missed again with the black hole gun because Godzilla is still alive. And that was Godzilla vs. Megaguirus. This film is, I like it. You know, it's not the best Godzilla film by any means, but you know, it does have its good moments. The acting in it is very good. The action sequences are really good. The paint job for Godzilla in this film, they gave him more of a bright green color, and they really put a lot of definition into his dorsal plates, making him really stand out in this film. Okay. Megaguirus. I don't know. I like her, but, you know, I'm more a bigger fan of Batra. Not gonna lie. It's not a Heisei versus Millennium thing. You know, Batra has things that I like more than Megaguirus. And Megaguirus is a lot faster, and her fighting stances were a lot better. I'll give her that. But there's something about Batra that I just like better than Megaguirus. You know, I don't know. But, you know, she's a good addition to the Millennium series. She's dead, but, you know. I give Godzilla vs. Megaguirus a B. Give it a watch. It's fun. Alright, guys, so I'm sorry again about my throat, but, you know, I didn't want to put this video off anymore. Alright, join us next time when we go into one of the most critically acclaimed Godzilla films ever. Alright, well, this is GoJ851 saying, see y'all later. Please like, comment, subscribe. Catch y'all next time.